Welcome to my video. In this video is how to run an LLM model on your Windows laptop using Python code. So the first step is we'll get the model from huggingface.co, the model repository. So let's go to the models in this Hugging Face, and over here probably we can filter out the model what we want. So one of the recent ones which has come is a small LLM2, which is good also to run on our local laptop. So you can choose any one of this, but what I'll do is instead of I'll go and see which is the most recently created, and one of the most recently created is this one. So we can take this one, and to get the model we can just clone the repository. So the git command will be given here, so just copy it and then go to your Windows command prompt, and I'll just start this in this particular folder. So we'll get a folder in this Gen AI folder. So initially it's empty, and if I run this, then we'll get a repository cloned here in this particular folder, a small LLM to instruct whatever. It may take a while to download and unpack and all, so please wait for a moment. Perfect, it's done. So it took around 2 to 3 minutes. I paused that video in the meantime. So once it's done, it will just say complete. This fatal you can ignore because it's just a kind of hook function, post checkout hook function, which is being prevented from Git, is prevented by the Git as a safety measure. So that's fine. If you go to the folders, you'll see all the folders here, so hardly will understand much, but you can see there should be a folder called model.safetensor. So this will be one of the biggest file, which is around 500 MB files for this case, and that's the main file where the model resides. Perfect. So now after this, the next step will be to load the Python virtual environment. So we can create a virtual environment for Python. So we can again go here and just create. So you can choose any name here. So whatever name you choose, there will be a virtual environment of that name which will get created. So once that's created, then we can enable it or activate it. So for Windows, this is the command, and if I just run this, so let it complete. It may take a while again for the first time, but yeah, this environment we can reuse. Of course, we will reuse these models also again and again. We can reuse. So once you enable or activate this virtual environment, this kind of prompt will come up. And now the last step is to write a Python code. So for Python code, let me switch quickly to my Visual Studio where I have already written a very small code. So yeah, this is the code which we'll be using, and I saved this file by the name of run llm.py in the same folder. So if I go here, I can see that file here. Now I have to just do is run this file, and if I quickly run through this Python code, what it's doing is it's first taking the model, which is the folder where we have got our particular model downloaded, which is a small LLM instruct. Okay, and after that it's taking the tokenizer out of it, and in the model it's taking the pre-trained model with the name, and then it's using this model for my input text, whatever the prompt which we give, to generate the output. Okay, and here you can set the different settings over here. So that's all. So let me quickly run this. You can run this here also, or even in command prompt, both are same. This is also Windows terminal only inside Visual Studio Code. So let me run it from here. And okay, perfect. So it's giving me some error. Let me read through. So it says transformer import model for not found, no transformers. Okay, so basically it's giving error because of this particular line, transformers not found, because we have created a virtual environment, and there we may have to install the transformer. So just use pip command to install. Again, it may take a while to install because it will download and install it. If you are not using the virtual environment, and if it's already installed on your Python main directory or main installation, then it should work fine. But I usually prefer to create everything in the virtual environment because it's a clean setup for that particular purpose. So now it's being installed, so you will not get to know, but this will get installed in this virtual environment over here. So that's where we are good to go. And once it's done, then we can rerun it, and it should work fine. So just give it a moment and let it complete. Perfect. So setup is finished. It took around 2 to 3 minutes again, and at the end, when it's everything successful, it will give this kind of prompt. So just ignore this message. This is for my old version of pip, which I have to upgrade, which I'll do shortly. Now we can rerun the previous command, and let's see if it works. So here as an input text, I have given a prompt like write a story about, or I can just change it from, okay, let it first complete, and let's see what it comes up with. Perfect. So it first did a setting of the tokenizer and all, and then this was my prompt from here, and then it gave a title to the story, and then some story over here. I can change this topic to probably write as it's a story about rain and butterfly. Let me see what it comes up with. So I'll just save and go back and again rerun this, and this time let's see what it comes up. Perfect. So it's again done. So it first set the pad token ID and all those things. Then this was my prompt, and the heading is plain and butterfly. Once upon a time there was a little girl, blah blah blah. Every day little would have wake up early. So this is of course a shorter story. This writing we can always extend from and do the setting of max length and all, and that will be taken care. Okay, we can run the same thing what we are running here in our terminal in Visual Studio VS Code as well. It's anyway a same thing, so it should be fine. But before that, let me set up the environment, or let me get into the virtual environment by using this part of the code. So this will start my, and then I can just run. Yeah, and this will give me the almost a similar output what I was seeing in the Windows command prompt. Yeah, this is also setting the first pad token ID and all whatever, and then plain butterfly. Once upon a time, every day we woke up and all. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you in this quick video. That is straightforward. You can just download the or clone the repository of the any LLM, and then when it's in your local, you can just start it by writing this Python code and run it as a standalone program. So that's all. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.